what do you give a man that has everything? Penicillin.
Round one. Fight!
Hey guys, and welcome to Danime number 10.
Ooh.
This is the 10th one. So I figured by this time we should have some sort of structure to how we discuss everything, rather than how we usually just go, oh well, I had this. And
Don't
this.
be silly.
Oh, I tried this.
And then later you're talking about something else related to it. So, I have a list here of things. We're going to talk anime news first, because, you know, that's the main gist of this. We're then going to talk video game stuff. We're then going to talk movies, and then some other random shit that I want to talk about afterwards.
Okay.
So, first off, Goku's going to have blue hair in the next Dragon Ball Z movie.
Yeah.
What do we think about that?
I don't think I'll mind really, as long as there's plenty of action.
Yeah.
Is it just supposed to be instead of the purple, like from the god, or is it something else?
It's like, I think it's a step up from Super Saiyan God mode.
Okay.
Because do you know when he first goes into Super Saiyan God mode? Me and Shorty were saying he's probably just in God mode, not Super Saiyan at all, just God mode. But
Yeah.
not Super Saiyan God.
Because in the trailer, it doesn't actually look that bad. The blue.
I liked it. Yeah.
The blue and the thing. I think it's just because the animation's so crisp. It looks nice. They spent, because it's a movie, they can spend a lot more time on it than if it was a weekly.
Yeah.
And I don't like the look of Frieza though. I've decided.
The gold and
Yeah, I've decided I don't like it.
After saying this was my actual final form,
Yeah.
it's like, oh.
I don't. Well, they have to give him something though, don't they? Because
well, maybe he lied.
no, I don't know. I think it'll have something to do with the wish that brings him back. Because like that's the story that like two people that used to work for Frieza come to Earth, find the Dragon Balls, and make a wish with the Dragon Balls to bring him back.
Yeah.
But I don't know if within that wish they bring him back. They wish for him to be stronger as well, or I don't know. I have no clue. I can't translate any of the Japanese that I'm
Why
listening
not?
to or reading.
You must try harder.
Oh, I know. But I can't remember what date that movie's out either. But
Well, I'll be waiting for the dub because I can't watch. I just can't watch it. So no.
But anyway, okay. For this next one, I need to show you some pictures. So I've got me like. So did you know that Pokemon makes young people gay?
Was this from Russia or somewhere?
No, right. So some church has come out and is blaming Pokemon for turning kids gay.
This is why I'm an atheist.
They tried to say this about, what's his name's theory?
He said it about loads of things.
Okay, well here's some visual examples, and I'll put pictures up
Yeah.
as we're doing it. So Slowpoke, his name is not at all sexual. Bellsprout,
A little bit.
Bellsprout's mouth is not at all suggestive.
Yeah, that's.
Beedrill's hands look nothing like Love Aids. And Squirtle's name definitely doesn't sound like a genre of porn.
Sorry, it's worth. Take your pants off. Go on.
Blastoise has strapped to his back, they look like phallic objects.
If yours looks like that, you're a bit weird.
And whatever Gloom's been up to is definitely not suspicious at all.
That's the date rape one.
And Bulbasaur doesn't look like he has an incredible breast on his back.
God's sake, guys.
And Fiery Charizard not as all rampant in this photo.
What? There's nothing?
So yeah, it's one of those weird ones where this church has come out and
Maybe they're just bringing them up to be gay, but it just so happens they're watching and playing Pokemon as well.
I don't see how like watching. There's others as well, but like they're the pictures that I just thought were the.
Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it just like? But apparently this guy, he's like part of this like church movement thing. But apparently at the same time, I think I was watching a video before. At some point, he also asked all the people that follow his religion to donate money to him so he can buy a plane. So you know, it's not exactly.
Fucking idiots.
I don't know. But segueing on from that, there's a new Pokemon movie coming out.
Yeah, I did. So,
And I'm just like, I don't care. Because it's too far into the whole Pokemon
I don't
thing
know.
for
I
me.
watched the Mewtwo one the other day.
Yeah.
I thought that was alright.
Yeah.
Well, when they have these gene Pokemons coming
Yeah.
fight.
Genesects.
But
They're robots.
I'm just amazed that like they're still bringing out. It just shows how popular it is that they can still bring out movies of it.
They're still doing series and stuff, aren't they? So
Yeah, that
Is it X and Y.
X and Y, isn't it? Or yeah, because I'm sure they put another season of, is it Black and White or whatever it is, on Netflix. They put like a second
Oh,
season
did they?
of that on.
I know Pokemon X and Y is on Kiss Anime.
Yeah.
And unless it's the first. Is it Indigo, the first one?
Indigo League.
Yeah, that's the only one I care about.
Yeah, that's
Indigo
what I'm
League,
saying.
Orange
Like,
Islands and Johto, nothing further than that.
you see, I just watched all the Indigo League move.
Yeah.
Did you see? Now, it's not really much of a spoiler because you got it ruined for you anyway through Facebook. So I'm just gonna at the end of Naruto, he has a kid
Yeah.
called Boruto.
Yeah.
Right. There was a trailer for, so we had Naruto the last movie. We've now got Boruto. Naruto the movie.
The first letters like scratched off and
Yeah.
BU. Yeah.
So he's just a little Naruto. I think it looks cool though that like Naruto's wearing the like Hokage gear
Oh yeah.
on top of his like gear,
Yeah.
and I can't wait to see people cosplaying that because it just gives people more variation
Yeah, I
on
suppose.
costumes they can watch. Like Sasuke's got a completely different costume and Sakura and that. But I think it's weird that's coming out before Volume 3 of the mangas happened,
Yeah.
which is meant to be starting up soon. And I think that's going to focus on Boruto.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Oh, we'll just have to wait and see when it comes out.
Yeah, because I still haven't watched the final Naruto movie yet.
Me either, but that's because I haven't finished it.
That's because you haven't finished the actual show. Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say finish the show because it's definitely a continuation from what happens
Yeah,
at
on the manga.
at the end. Yeah. You finished the manga, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Season 5 of Shippuden's coming out. It is out on DVD. Yay! So they're getting through that. I don't know. I don't think it's a filler season. This. I think season 4 was had a lot of filler in it.
I watched it all on Crunchyroll, so I don't know what seasons were.
Right.
I think they're up to episode 408
Jesus.
on the sub.
This is one of the things. It's like you can't expect someone. If they go, "Oh, is Naruto any good?" and you're like, "Yeah," and then they look at it and they see that there's 400 and
Well, there's 408 episodes in Shippuden, and it's like 220.
200 and yeah.
So it's
It's
quite a lot.
And then Dan, you put this in your notes, and I actually wanted to mention it as well. Surprisingly, because I've only seen came across the first episode of this show, Elfin Lied.
Elfin Lied's amazing.
It's
see-
great.
It's full of feels.
Yeah, I've only ever
It's
seen the first episode.
Really good, like.
Because it's getting a Blu-ray release in July.
Getting that.
Yeah, and you.
I haven't got a Blu-ray player. So.
I haven't, but you got your PlayStation, haven't you? So,
Yeah, we've got both of them.
So what did you put that on the notes? So.
I just can't wait to get, because I've been buzzing about it ever since I went to Germany, because they have the mangas as well, because you can't get the mangas over here.
Right.
Because they're always wrongly translated. So, yeah, I can't wait to get it because I love Elfin Lied.
When you say wrongly, do you mean like it's in German?
Yeah, they translate it from Japanese to German.
just because you don't can't read it,
Just
doesn't mean it's wrong.
Not wrong.
No, I'm just saying that they never really translated them from the Japanese to the English version, unless it was like somebody done it online.
Right. Okay. Oh, I see what
Because
you
they
mean.
were published in English.
Right. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Because that's why I still buy the Naruto mangas, even though I was reading them online. Because sometimes you get a little bit of typos or wrong words put in, or
Like Naruto's
Things like
son's
that.
name. Bolt.
Bolt, yeah. But yeah, and then another thing you put in the notes, which is like the last thing on the anime discussion here, is you put when Marnie was there, Studio Ghibli.
Another Studio Ghibli's coming out this year.
Really?
Yeah.
How many is that this year then?
Well, I've got up to 21, which is released. So there's 2 more coming out this year, so that'll be 22.
Right, but then how many have they had out this year? So that'll be the second one out this year, is it?
Yeah, 2 this year. Because there's got the Princess something. something. Kaguya, that's one. Princess Kaguya.
What is it, Dan?
I thought he was going to say Princess Diaries then. No,
Nobody watches that shit. And,
apart from that.
and when Marnie was there.
Right, when's Marnie was there about?
Well, as far
Guess
as
about Marnie.
as far as I can tell from the trailer, this person goes from one city to another one, feels like an outsider, goes to this old mansion, and I'm suspecting she's some sort of spirit, this person called Marnie, and all she wants to do is help her, don't know, with something, because all she says is that. She's like getting warned to stay away from this mansion.
Right.
Yeah,
Art style still the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's going to have to be for Jim, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it. Even though I always get put off at first because I feel like I know I'm immature, but like the style makes it look like really childish to me at times.
Yeah.
But then you watch.
Ages,
But then you watch stuff like is it Princess Mononoke?
Mononoke, yeah.
And there's blood everywhere when she's like killing the boar and that. Like I was just like, when I first saw that, I was like, holy shit, that's not what I expected from this. So yeah, I've learned not to let the art style put me off watching it.
Cover.
Exactly. So that's all the anime stuff.
Hang on, I wanted the Assassination Classroom.
Oh, why didn't I put that in the notes?
I don't know.
Because I haven't watched any of it yet.
I watched the first 2 episodes, I think.
Yeah, because
It's really interesting.
I know what happens in the first 2 because for some reason Neo Magazine were covering it last month, and they had one page with pictures of what happens in the episode and tells you what's going on, how it starts, how it finishes. For the first 2 episodes. I really like the look of it. Have you seen anything about Assassination Classroom?
I have not.
So it's about this alien that like destroys 75% of the moon or something like that.
70% something like that.
And then comes to Earth and then goes, right, okay, you've got a year, and I'm going to destroy the Earth. You've got a year to try and kill me, but the only people that are allowed to attempt at killing me...
No. He just puts him... He wants to teach. So he goes to a classroom.
Yeah.
So he's teaching them all general school stuff, but they all try and kill him as well.
Yeah.
But no, because he gets the okay from the government, because the government can't kill him.
Yes.
So he said, well, we've got nothing to lose. So if we put you in this classroom, you can teach. Then you just don't kill everyone else. You
Right.
Just stay there and teach.
But then isn't the thing that they're allowed to attempt to kill the teacher, and then the government, it looks like, because I don't know, are going to start like transferring kids in or teachers and that in, so that they're near the alien, so that they can attempt to kill it. But it just seems really wacky and bizarre.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds really serious, but it's got quite a weird tone to
Yeah,
it.
it's quite funny. Like.
Yeah, because the manga's doing really well with that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that was one of the examples they brought up of recently being sold in Waterstones and the Assassination Classroom.
Alright.
So it's on Netflix.
No,
No.
because it's only just started coming out in Japan, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's coming out subbed and dubbed at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure I was going through it on Kiss Anyway, and I'm sure it is at the sub like ongoing and the dub ongoing as well.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. So yeah, check that out because I still need to watch it, but I know for a fact that it's worth giving it a go though. So any other anime stuff before we move on?
New live Attack on Titan trailer.
Oh shit, yeah, why not? Well, I was going to bring that into the movie stuff, but okay, yeah.
Oh, no,
that, no, it's,
Yeah.
it's cool, that does look good. Like, I was a bit confused though. At one point in the trailer, I wish we had it in front of us now, I thought I saw someone holding a rocket launcher at one point. But I might have been, because everything's going on so fast in the trailer, and I'm thinking, no way is that like that, because then why wouldn't they have like anything else?
Well, they've got cannons and they've got guns. So maybe.
Yeah. I don't know, I thought I had a moment where I was like, why have they got a rocket launcher? But then I didn't go back and watch it. But
We'll
yeah.
watch it again and then we'll talk about
And
it.
I don't understand how they do the dates in Japan either, because it comes up with like 2 numbers, and I'm like, is that the month and the
century or
thing?
something.
Or is that the... But it comes up with 2 dates, doesn't it? Because it's 2 movies. So,
That'll be interesting to watch when that comes out.
yeah. Fucking... I want to see those Titans just like murdering people. I'm all on their
You
side.
horrible bastard.
Everyone else is like, oh my god, kill the Titans. I'm like, oh, the Titans must crush everyone. Humanity must die. Okay, so video game stuff now. So, Mortal Kombat X came out.
Yes. Is it still only on Xbox One or is it?
At the moment, yeah, Xbox One and PlayStation 4, because they've been really sneaky with it and originally said that it was getting released on all platforms at the same time. But the best way to make money out of it is to just have the most expensive version on sale for the first 2 weeks and then sell the Xbox 360 and PlayStation version.
Why?
Because you want it now.
Yeah, so people are going to go, but I want this game. Well, you have to wait a couple of weeks. Fine, I'll buy it on the Xbox One then.
Well, you're going to buy an Xbox One just for one game, though.
You don't know that.
Oh, actually, yeah, I probably will.
Yeah, you see, like Halo.
Not enough, yeah.
Halo. You can't say that.
Not enough for Mortal Kombat, but
There
yeah, I
are
probably
people
will.
out there that would have though.
Yeah.
Because this game is incredible now. I haven't played it myself personally.
Yes,
Well,
you
yes, I have. Sorry.
Yes, we have.
I mean, not like through the story mode and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But we had like a couple of fights with it and it played really smooth.
Yeah, and how did you do in those fights?
Shut up! Like I can't remember what game it was that I beat you at, but it was really freaking feeble. It was the Dragon Ball Z
Dragon
game.
Ball Z one,
actually,
Yeah, because he hasn't played it.
But Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
X,
shit Dragon Ball Z games.
I didn't realise that it was a continuation of 9 because I'm sure they actually came out and said that it wasn't. And that it was its own thing,
Yeah.
and it was called Mortal Kombat X, not 10, because it doesn't carry on from 9. But then as soon as you start the story mode up, it's carrying on from the ending of 9, right? And then you play for a little bit, and then it goes 25 years later.
Alright.
And there's loads of really cool stuff in the story, and all the new characters are really cool. Like usually when they add characters,
Isn't one of them gay, I found? I've seen somewhere.
not sure.
I don't know, but I'm sure it was online somewhere.
And there's quite a controversy with one of the characters as well, Cassie Cage, Johnny Cage's daughter, right? Her likeness. Now I can't remember the fucking name of the woman that's kicking off about this, but she's an MMA fighter, right?
Alright.
She's kicking off saying that her likeness has been used for that character. And now whenever anyone comes out and says complaints like that, I usually just go, yeah, okay. But when you look at everything that they've done with the character and everything that she does in real life, holy shit, the similarities are unbelievable. Like, this woman in real life, she likes to take selfies everywhere she goes. She goes to...
Well, that's
things
fair, that's what everyone does that though.
Right? So, Cassie Cage, for one of her fatalities, she'll punch the dude's jaw off and then put her arm around it and take a selfie.
Yeah, I've seen that online.
And then, what was it? She likes to chew bubblegum and blow bubbles with it, and then Cassie Cage does that. Certain poses are exactly the same as some of the Google searches you do for her. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, I can't wait to get that game. I'm thinking of waiting until I got an Xbox One and then playing through it though, because we need to play through the story, because the story is really, really good. And they pay attention to all the characters that aren't in the series anymore. Like, Shao Kahn dies at the end of Mortal Kombat 9, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, quite a few.
Because he betrays...
Quite a few people.
He breaks the rules, and then the Elder Gods...
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's been replaced by
Doomsday, yeah.
Kotal Khan, who follows the rules and so isn't interested in invading Earthrealm.
Okay.
Right, but then obviously there's like people that do want to be like Melina and other characters. So there's like a breakdown in the what's called the Netherrealm, wherever they are. Or,
It's, Outworld.
Outworld. There's now like 2 factions in Outworld.
Alright.
So like there's the kind of like rebellion people who don't approve of Kotal Khan's like peace treaty with Earthrealm, and then like Kotal Khan who follows the rules but is a badass. But I've only got that far in the story. Like it's. Dan, do you have a Wii U?
I did, but I sold it.
What? Because they've just introduced the 200cc mode into Mario Kart 8.
Oh well.
It looks sick. You go really fast. You go really fast. It looks awesome.
Does it look like as if you're going to 200cc?
Well, yeah. Surprisingly, I thought it was cool. Like Mario Kart's a good game though.
Yeah, Mario
So I
Kart.
sold it to James, but the only thing he really wanted it for was the Zelda that's coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
makes
I'm
sense.
Yeah, I think
actually
you'll
still
get
got
Smash
that.
Bros on as well.
Smash Bros. You can get Mewtwo now.
Only so we can
Yeah.
get Mewtwo. Yeah, you need
Yeah.
the Wii U and the 3DS to get Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Which is
Which
Those
is,
rotten bastards.
no, they're really clever at making the money.
Clever,
though,
but still rotten
Like
bastards.
the new amiibos that they've done look awesome. The Yoshi, what's it called? The yarn Yoshi. So it looks like it's made out of yarn.
Oh, right.
So it's like you're buying a cool character, but you can still use it in the games as well. It's fucking cool. It's a clever way of making money. Like Lego Dimensions, they've gone and copied Skylanders amiibos and that with Lego. So like you buy the pack, make it together, and then that's the vehicle and character you use in the game. People are gonna buy that shit anyway because it's Lego that you're putting together.
Yeah.
Like that's such a clever idea, and they've got so many game franchises that you can use in that game. So there's gonna be like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Lego the Movie characters.
Marvel, DC,
They've got it all.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, all in like Harry Potter as
Harry
well.
Potter, yeah.
All in like one game. It's fucking genius. Next, 3 things on the list were things you wanted to discuss. So explain to me, Dan,
So we'll just go and leave them alone for a bit.
what is Monster Hunter RPG?
Monster Hunter RPGs.
He wakes now. He's awakened now. Oh.
RPG stands for role playing game, Dan.
Oh no, I'm aware of that.
Well,
I want to know.
I've just been silent for like a whole 2 minutes. Well, right. As far as I know, it's. Well, it's a new Monster Hunter that's coming out. It looks they've cartooned it up basically, so it looks very cartoonish. And
Oh, really? Oh, that's what that
it's
means.
basically, instead of going up into levels and doing quests, it's open world, and you actually get to ride a Rathalos, which is like the Monster Hunter mascot on Monster Hunter.
Like a chocobo for Final Fantasy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's a chocobo?
It's like a
It's
chicken-looking thing that you ride around.
I don't play Final Fantasy. So.
Well,
think of it like a chick but ostrich size, and you get to ride it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, Monster Hunter RPG, open world.
Yeah, it's as far as I know, it's open world. You basically do the same kind of like hunting, collecting eggs, and all such, but you get to ride along on top of this Rathalos, and that's all I know so far. It's called Monster Hunter Stories.
When's that out? Because it was Monster Hunter. Yeah, there was a Monster Hunter out not long ago, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Monster
Yeah,
Hunter.
February.
So when's that coming out?
Don't know, probably next year.
Right. Okay. So they've just. So what makes it? Because obviously me and Steve don't play Monster Hunter. So what makes that different to Monster Hunter then?
Just the fact that they've changed the animation style in it,
Right. Okay.
and they've basically changed the gameplay of it in total. You do not ride monsters. You hunt them. You skin them.
Oh
make
right.
weapons out
So
of them.
you can now interact with the monsters in a certain way.
Pretty much.
Or is it
as far
just
as-
you just ride one monster and still kill the other one?
I don't know. It's only been at the Rathalos at the moment,
Fair enough.
which is a great one.
Okay.
I mean, it might be Monster Tamer then.
Oh. Oh.
Imagine that, kind of like a Digimon crossover.
Whoa.
So whoever makes the games, I'm available. If you want to give me a job? Idea man.
I'll be the face. So Dan, you
Say I
put.
look like a monster.
You put.
If anything,
what
you
is
can-
it?
You put.
anything, you can
Oh
chat.
god. So Dan, you put game theory down the list.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Game Theory, and well, it's a channel on YouTube, and they explain loads of different things about, like,
Games.
yes, games,
Got him one.
games and characters, like especially. Do you know Majora's Mask?
I do.
Nope.
They
You always put a spanner in the works. Let him talk.
well, Legend of Zelda. They say that you're playing through Majora's Mask, and it's trying to say Link is dead inside it, so you're playing through a ghost.
Link or Zelda?
Link.
Right. Okay.
They're saying how Mario is an absolute terrible brother to Luigi.
Well, he is.
He is.
He's a
and
dick to Yoshi as well.
Yeah.
He is. Ow! They're just saying like loads of things.
So basically, what you're saying is, if you're interested in like theorizing ideas within game stories and that, check out Game Theorist.
Yeah.
I like the game conspiracy theories. What did I say? One where Professor Oak is trying to sleep with your mum in blue and red.
So the best way is to get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Here's a Pokemon, now go!
Sleep with your mum.
Well, in game theory, they also explain Darwin's theory of Pokemon. It's like, you know, the original Pokemon was supposed to be Mew and how it kept evolving depending on the regions that you go to.
Right.
It's like if you go to cities, you see this like pigeon. Just because it's cute, it's surviving. Just because it's got like a heart-shaped breast and gulls. See.
Hideo Kojima.
Hideo Kojima.
Right, so he's leaving. After...
He might not be now.
Oh really? This guy doesn't like to...
I don't know what's actually going on anymore because they keep saying that he got sacked, he hit somebody.
Hideo Kojima is the guy behind all the Metal Gear Solid games.
Oh, yeah.
Just so.
And so on.
But didn't he have... Yeah, I know he had like a load of problems with the last one, didn't he? Well, they tried to remake one of them, and he saw his ass about it. Or...
Oh yeah, some people tried to remake the original, well, the first Metal Gear Solid game in a different engine, and then he wasn't happy about it. But yeah, he was meant to be leaving.
Yeah, I heard that he's been leaving or he's getting sacked because he hit somebody. I was like, everyone wants to punch people nowadays.
I know, yeah. But I'm sure he said that he was going to leave after he's finished the Solid Snake story.
Either he's going to leave after this one, or he's just going to go to a different company.
Because there's no way a guy like that would just leave video games altogether. You know he's dead. Because isn't he involved with Silent Hills?
Yeah.
So that's going to be an interesting game.
Which apparently might have been cancelled.
No, they can't do that. No, not after PT. Not after how well PT did. That was...
What's PT?
It was a playable tech demo that came out for the PlayStation. It was free to download, I do believe, on the PlayStation 4. Yeah. It didn't tell you what the game's title was until you finished it.
Alright.
And it was like a room that you kept going back into, but every time you went in, it was different. So it was like a corridor, you go through the door and then you end up back into the same corridor around the corner.
Alright.
But every time weird things would be happening, you have to figure out how to finish the game. And as soon as you walk out and your character turns around, you're Daryl from The Walking Dead. The guy with the crossbow.
Yeah.
He's motion capped as the main character for it. And then it comes up with Silent Hills. So they finally got the rights back to the Silent Hill franchise. They haven't had a decent Silent Hill game out in like a good few years because it's been different companies pushing them out.
Didn't the movies didn't do that well, did they?
The first one did.
First one was okay, and then the second
But now
was
everyone's like, holy shit, we're getting a decent Silent Hill game. And that PT, right, I watched PewDiePie play through it and I watched someone else play through it and I was shitting myself watching it because it is scary. Now, I haven't seen a genuinely scary game in a long time. You know, it's usually just jump scares, things that jump up in your face and just scream at you. This was really dark and creepy and you had no idea what was going on. Like, oh my god. But that was PT. And then here's something we're all excited for. Guitar Hero Live! Yes!
But is that only out on?
I think it's the next gen consoles. I think it's the next gen. It was funny because Rock Band was announced, and then everyone's like, well, okay, that's because Rock Band's going to be the drums, the guitar, the microphone, this, that, and the other, right? And you imagine how expensive that's going to be on a next gen console to buy.
Wasn't it like Wasn't it like 250 for the last?
For everything anyway.
Yeah.
You're going to be spending as much as a console costs for all that stuff. So then, I think it's a perfect competitor for Guitar Hero to come out and just have the guitar and change the guitar though.
Yeah, well, I like the Warriors of Rock Band's one I've got.
That's really good.
I like it.
But the 6 buttons. Have you seen what the Guitar Hero looks like? Controller looks like for this one.
No.
Right, 6 buttons.
Fuck that.
No.
No,
right, they don't go all the way down like that.
It's white and black.
There's 3 and 3. So you've got all at the top. It's like in a rectangular block, basically split into 6. And the way it comes up on the screen is you're only using 3 fingers.
Okay.
Right. So white is the first line of buttons. So it'll come up with like press that one, press that one, press that one, or press those 2 together, or press those 3 together at the same time while you're strumming. Yeah. But then black is the buttons there.
The ones below.
Okay.
So you press
So it's
switching
white,
between
white,
white
black.
to black.
Oh, that's just gonna be awkward.
And then the harder the difficulty gets up, you're going to be holding it as if you're doing chords. So you're doing like 2 whites and a black, and
Alright.
things like that. So I think it's definitely going to be back to basics when you get this, which I like, because you're going to be playing it on easy, because it's a completely new way of playing.
Easy and medium.
And then medium.
Just
And then hard again. I like it because it's like, I miss learning how to play Guitar Hero because that was a fun experience. Because you try to play easy, you do it all, and then you go back to easy and you can't do it because you're playing too fast.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have that experience.
Did you start with number 3 as well?
Yeah. I started in Guitar Hero 3.
What's
God
going on?
damn it, Dad!
It's a no caller ID.
So,
Don't answer then, I never do.
Nope.
so yeah, and it's a live experience as well. Although there's 2 different modes, which I didn't realise until the last trailer I watched. So there's live, where it's as if you're playing out to a live audience.
Okay.
They've actually filmed like a thing to make it look like there's real people in a stadium, like cheering you on while you're playing. You know, instead of like that crappy like computer generated
I like that though.
crowd that would be like, yeah.
I like the
yeah.
good old cheesy stuff.
But then there's another mode, and I can't remember for the life of me what it does. But I think it's going to be a great game.
I missed the battle mode.
Yeah.
No one used to play against like.
Oh yeah, and you just like
the world tours like you.
they need to do whammy to like. Oh no, right, I know what you mean.
And then it's like you playing versus Tom Morello.
Yeah,
And you do a bit, you do a bit, and then slash,
Oh, yeah.
and then
Fucking class.
devil.
And then a trailer went up. Star Wars Battlefront.
Yes.
Holy crap, that looks
We've been
good.
waiting for that game for ages.
Yeah, Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, I remember like 2 years ago the case was still in Granger game. I'm like, when's this actually out? It's
Yeah.
like, oh, we don't know, we just know it's coming out.
Well, they announced it. I always get confused as to when we'll record this and when we upload it, but like a couple of days ago, they showed the trailer for it, and you can play as Darth Vader,
Yeah, we can do it on this last one.
and you can play as Boba Fett.
Yeah, we can do it on
Same as
second
last
That's
one.
cool then.
That's it.
Because I never played Battlefront. I'm just saying all the stuff that's come
Battlefront
out.
2 was like one of my favourite games
That's
on the original Xbox.
No, I
You
always
just-
hear that Battlefront is a really enjoyable
Yeah,
series.
yeah.
You just normally play as like hero missions, you know, when you just have all heroes facing against each other on Tatooine.
When you just run around with Jedi's, yeah.
Or Jedi's, Boba
Jedi,
Fett.
Because you
Yes,
couldn't. I'm right in saying in the first Battlefront you couldn't play as Jedi's,
No, you just.
and then they brought that in the second
Yeah.
one, and then now it's just like, oh, it looks fucking awesome. The trailer's great, and the trailer's actually using the actual game engine.
Oh, that's
So
good.
if you think, well, it's not going to look anything like this in the game, it will. And the DLC, it comes with a free DLC stuff if you pre-order, which is a battle from the upcoming movie.
Alright. That could be interesting.
So obviously it's not going to spoil the film, it's just they're incorporating
A battle.
a battle scene from the upcoming movie. Which segues into, did you see the new Star Wars trailer?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
What? It's like one of the best trailers ever! It's so cool! You get to see loads more stormtroopers, you get to see the fucking Sith dude's, well, I say face mask, and he's doing Force stuff, and he's got a lightsaber, and then Chewbacca and Han Solo!
Yeah.
Oh, Harrison Ford's so old! His hair's so grey, but Chewbacca hasn't aged a day! It looks so fucking good. And the opening's class because it takes you a second to realise what you're looking at. It pans over all this like desert, and then you see this kind of like, it looks like a building, and as it pans out further you realise it's one of the Imperial Star Destroyer ships is crash landed onto the planet, and it's got something to do with that because there are battles going on, and there's like X-Wings and TIE Fighters flying through engine ports that have been smashed into like because you want to fly. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. Like
it's gotta be.
it has to be. It has
The Star
to be.
Wars, it's gotta be good.
And it's J.J. Abrams, so like,
Yeah.
you know, the only film I've watched by J.J. Abrams that I didn't like was Super 8, but I let him off with that because Steven Spielberg was involved. But yeah, because he doesn't know what he's doing anymore. But yeah, Star Wars. And the Batman vs Superman trailer leaked.
I haven't seen that.
I don't like the look of it. A lot of people going, oh, it's amazing, but that's only because there's explosions in it and it's a Batman thing.
No, there's Michael Bay doing it.
No, it did. I did think at one point maybe he was involved, and I don't like what they've done with Batman's voice.
There's no Batman.
It's like a robotic synth thing over his
Oh.
voice, so that you can't recognise his voice.
But to be fair, that actually makes more sense.
I suppose it does.
Well-
And he's wearing this big, well, it's not big, he's wearing like this robot version of
Yeah,
the Batman
It's
suit.
armoured.
Yeah, which looks pretty
Bulky.
cool. But then at the end, like Superman's up, and then they're trying to make Batman sound really fucking badass
Like, do you
with his
bleed?
voice. Yeah, he's like, "Do you bleed?
You will.
You will," and then just cuts. It's like, oh, lame. So I don't know. I'm still not on board with this Batman Superman movie, even though like because it leaked and then they put it up the next day, just like Marvel did with the Age of
Yeah,
Ultron
well, they kind of
trailer.
got to,
It's like they have to, don't they? I'm now really looking forward to Ant-Man.
Oh yeah, I saw that trailer.
Like, no, have you seen
I
the new
don't-
trailer?
No, I haven't been watching any trailers.
Mate, right, that first trailer was fucking shit, and I was like, this film's not going to be any good, I'm not on board with this. And then this new trailer, it's like, they're doing things that I've never seen in a fucking film before. There's a scene where they're fighting on a Thomas the Tank Engine train,
Yeah.
in a child's like thing, you know, because they can change size, but they still have the superhuman strength. And there's a bit with the bad guy class, looks up, and there's Thomas the Tank Engine train coming towards him, he goes, "Huh," and then it cuts. Like, it zooms out, like, you know, camera roll, and you just see this little toy train going... I think my favourite line is Paul Rudd's talking to the guy that's giving him the suit. Can't remember what the actor's name is. And he says to Paul Rudd's like, "My days of breaking into places and stealing things are over. What do you want me to do? I want you to break into a place and steal some things." He's like, "Oh, figures." But Ant-Man, I think, is going to be really, really good now. Like, do you watch the trailer?
I did watch the trailer. I wasn't too sure what to think of it because do you know that they keep switching sides there when they're fighting and dodging each
Yeah.
other? It's like, well, what else is there really about it?
It's good because they keep their strength regardless of what size they are.
Oh right, fair enough.
So he could be like flying towards him, go miniature and punch him in the face, and it'll still feel like as if he was normal size. There's one scene where he's running towards this dude with a gun, right? He jumps, goes miniature, lands on the gun, but not on the top. He like lands, you know, in front of the barrel, and then flips himself over as the bullet's getting fired out of it. Runs down the barrel of the gun and then punches the guy in the face. It looks fucking class. Like I'm so. That's in July. We get Avengers on Wednesday night.
Yes.
I can't wait. And then we've only got 3 months, and then we've got Ant-Man, and I'm like, this is fucking sick. It's fucking sick.
What I thought was funny on the trailer of Ant-Man is like when this woman teaches him how to punch. I know how to punch.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, he puts his hand up, and she's like, he goes, "Go on, show me how to punch then." And she just punched him in the face. Because that's how you punch.
I did ask her for that.
It's fucking awesome. And then, I'm guessing you haven't seen this then if you haven't been up to date with the trailers. Have you seen the new Terminator Genesis trailer?
No.
Holy
Wait.
shit.
New one? No, I haven't seen the
Holy
newest.
shit. This film is either going to be really fucking good, or it just doesn't have a clue what it's doing.
I'll go with that latter.
All I know is that they're basically redoing the first one in a way.
Yeah, okay, right, so I'll go through all the things that are like twists in this film. So it's as if it's, what's the guy from the first Terminator called that goes back in time to save Sarah? Is it Reese or something like that?
Kyle.
Kyle Reese?
Kyle Reese?
Who's
I
Kyle?
think it's Kyle.
I think it's, right, okay, anyway, so
Something like that.
It starts off with Kyle Reese getting sent back in time to protect Sarah.
Yeah.
Right? But then, for some reason, the T-1000 is there, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is on Sarah's side.
The T-101 or something.
Yeah.
So
the timeline at some point has been changed.
okay.
Okay, right. So there's one twist. The Terminator is already is working with Sarah, whereas that has never been a thing because she dies in the she dies in the second.
Well,
In the second one, it's her protecting.
He's protecting John.
John.
Yeah, and then
Yeah. So something's happened, and they've been waiting for Kyle Reese to come back in time to do something. But then the other major twist in this is that there's a scene where John Connor from the future,
Christian Bale.
No, Christian Bale wasn't. Was he?
He was Salvation.
Oh right. So this is like a few years later because I think I just tried to make him look older or just ignored the fact that he looks nothing like Christian Bale. He has come back in time right?
Yeah.
And his mom's like, whoa, how could this be? And then all of a sudden he goes, go get back, and shoots him. And I was thinking, oh, it's just the T-1000 looking like John Connor, because the T-1000 can change what it looks. And he stands up, and he heals, but he's not the T-1000. And he has made a deal in the future with the robots, you know, and he's become part robot,
Oh, this
part
This
human.
That's going to be far too confusing.
Part human, part robot. He's not human and he's not an android. He's something like
Right.
superior to that. But he needs to stop them from doing whatever they're going to do in the past so that it still works out in the future. Because he came to a deal that that's the only way humanity can survive, by joining forces and becoming this next generation of...
So they just robbed one of the engines from Mass Effect 3 then?
Apparently, I don't know. But
yeah, they have.
so there's so much... It looks really fucking cool though.
Oh, that's
and it's really confusing.
Yeah.
It's really confusing.
It's going to be like watching Fight Club again, isn't it?
Fight Club first time is like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then you watch it the second time, you're like, oh, this makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Same with Donnie Darko.
No, I still don't understand Donnie Darko.
Do you know?
No, like, it's open.
Sixth Sense as well.
Oh, you can't watch Sixth Sense more than once.
No.
And then when you do with someone else, you end up spoiling it for them because you're like, oh my god, it makes so much sense. What? Oh, was he dead? Oh, shit.
If you don't know that,
And that's all.
Sorry.
That's all the movie stuff that I.
Oh, did you see the Mad Max trailer? There's going to be a new Mad Max film.
Yeah, that looks good.
That's awesome.
Looks fucking awesome.
Do you not write anything for the Daredevil
The series.
series?
I've watched the first 3 episodes and it's fucking awesome. It's really, really good. Every episode's 53 minutes long.
Yeah.
And
That's good.
it's violent. It's violent. Now, I'm not going to tell you when it happens, and I'm not going to tell you, like, why, but there is a scene where a dude impales his face onto a spike. Like, willingly. You know, like, but he's not thrown into it, he runs into it to have this spike into his face. You
Yeah.
see it.
Makes perfect sense.
It's violent, man, but it's cool. The fight scenes are so like tight and gritty, and like it's not over the top anything. It's like you truly believe that he's getting tired when he's fighting these people in the corridor. There's like one scene where he punches a guy in the face, and it's all done in one shot, and he just sort of like hunches over to take a breath, you know, as if he's completely out of breath. And then someone takes block, and it's like so half-hearted, but like, oh god, I've got to keep going to twat the fuck out of these guys. Oh, Daredevil, man, it's class. I'm going to be watching more of that when I go home. So, the 2 random things I want to mention, because I didn't know what you wanted to go on about with this. This was like one of the last points you put on, was Death Battle Screw Attack.
Oh yeah. I actually forgot that you guys watched Screw Attack. You actually got me into it. And then I've just been watching a lot of death battles.
Oh, and you were like, hey,
especially the recent one with
We need to talk about this channel that
thing
does
that
these
you actually invited me to.
things.
I just want to like talk about the recent death battle of Nightmare versus Guts from
I
Berserk.
haven't watched it
I
yet.
haven't watched that one.
I mean, no,
No.
it's pretty good. Yeah, it's Nightmare from Soul Calibur versus this this guy called Guts from Berserk,
Yeah.
which is a manga which Shaughnessy actually reads. And you know, both characters have humongous swords.
Swords, yeah. I've seen the sword from Berserk. Like it's pretty
So
massive.
it's like, yeah, it's just amazing.
So okay, that was the death battle note.
Yeah, because we talked about it on here before. Sure, we talked about the Pokemon one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because
Oh,
we
yeah,
talked about
yeah,
Charizard,
Pokemon.
Blastoise, and Venusaur.
Gara versus Toph.
Yeah.
I don't think I actually watched that one.
That's
No.
good. I know.
I didn't
Oh,
realise they're involved with Rooster Teeth Screw Attack.
Yeah. And Epion versus the White Tiger Sword.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome.
And,
Red vs Blue. Have you watched the three?
I only watched the first 2.
Alright, okay. I won't go into that now. Shh. And then the last thing I want to mention, because I thought I'd finish on a funny story. In Japan, right? There is a. Excuse me.
yeah.
I need to be prepared for this because this is. There is a TV show where guys go on and sing karaoke, right? But
Sounds normal so far, but it's Japan, so
whilst they're being jerked off.
very Japanese.
So like, They have
Yeah, I've
this.
seen that.
They have this like curtain thing over the crotch area, and then they're trying to sing, and then this woman's just like proper giving. He's trying not to. He's trying to concentrate while he's singing, and then he eventually like ejaculates, right? And it just comes up with finish, 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 and the thing, and it's horrible because they blur it, but you can see all the like on the floor and that like the guy's still trying to sing while he's going like,
Oh god.
oh my god, I can't believe it. All these people watching laughing their heads off, like, and I'm just like, this is really weird.
And how did you come onto this?
Someone posted it on Facebook, like, so this is a thing, and I was,
I'm sure there's like loads of
and
weird ones like that.
It was an article talking about it, then it had a video example, so press play, and then like, thankfully there was a curtain covering it, and he's just there singing, trying to keep a straight face, like, trying to not, like, mess the notes up while some woman's just probably giving it to him, like. But, so yeah, there's Danime. Thanks for watching. Like, favourite, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week with more.